In this video, I will discuss some Newton laws of motion problems. This is the first question. A body of mass m1 exerts a force on another body of mass m2. If the magnitude of acceleration of m2 is a2, then the magnitude of acceleration of m1 is considering only two bodies in space. So here are the two bodies m1 and m2, and there is an interaction force between them. Acceleration of m1, let it be a1, acceleration of m2 is a2. The position of center of mass is given as m1r1 plus m2r2 divided by m1 plus m2, where r1 and r2 are position vectors of mass m1 and m2. This is the definition of center of mass. If we differentiate this thing on both the sides with respect to time twice, we get acceleration of center of mass as m1a1 plus m2a2 divided by m1 plus m2. When there is no external force acting on the system is m1 and m2 as a whole, then the acceleration of center of mass will be 0. This force F is an internal force, is not an external force. So since the acceleration of center of mass is 0, so this numerator should be 0. From this we get A1 as m2 by m1 into A2 by magnitude. So the correct option is option B. This is the next question. A monkey is descending from the branch of a tree with constant acceleration. If the braking strength of branch is 75% of weight of monkey, the minimum acceleration with which the monkey can slide down without breaking the branches. So this is the branch of the tree in which the monkey is descending down with an acceleration a. The weight of the monkey is mg, and there will be an upward tension in the branch. So writing the equation, we get mg minus t equal to m into a. So for the tension to be minimum, or when the tension is maximum, the acceleration will be minimum. So to put when we put the maximum value of tension here, we get the minimum acceleration. So putting the value of braking tension, that is 75% of the weight of the monkey, that is 0.75 into mg, we get acceleration as g by 4. So the correct option is option C. If the monkey is not accelerating downwards, then the downward force is the weight mg and the upward tension will be mg, which is greater than the braking strength, so it will brake. So for the thing not to brake, the monkey has to decelerate downwards quickly. So what is the minimum acceleration? So if the acceleration is very small, still it will brake. So when the acceleration is greater than the certain minimum acceleration, the tension will reduce and it will go below 75% of the weight. So that minimum acceleration is g by 4. This is the next question. A trolley of mass 5 kg on a horizontal smooth surface is pulled by a load of mass 2 kg by means of a uniform rope ABC of length 2 meter and mass 1 kg. As the load falls from BC equal to 0 to BC equal to 2 meters, its acceleration in meter per second square changes. So the initial condition, the rope is fully on the horizontal portion. So we can consider the 5 kg and the rope whose mass is 1 kg as one system and the 2 kg block as another system. So this thing is accelerating. Let the acceleration be ai in the initial case. So we can write the equation for this one, that is tension equal to the total mass 6 into ai, and for this 2 kg mass, it's 2g minus t is 2ai. So adding these two, the tension will cancel and we get ai as g by 4, which is 10 by 4, which is same as 20 by 8. In the second case, the full rope is vertically downwards, so we can consider 5 kg as one system and 2 kg plus 1 kg rope as another system, and let the tension be T. So we can write the equation again. So tension T equal to 5 AF, let the acceleration be AF in the final case, and writing the equation for this 2 kg block with the rope, 3g minus T is 3 AF. So adding these two, the tension will cancel, so we get the acceleration, final acceleration as 3 by 8 of g, that is 30 by 8. So the acceleration changes from 20 by 8 to 30 by 8. Correct option is option B. A body kept on a smooth inclined plane of inclination 1 in x will remain stationary related to the inclined plane if the plane is given a horizontal acceleration equal to. So this is an inclined plane. Inclination is 1 in x. So to climb a height of 1, we have to travel a distance of x. That is the meaning of inclination of 1 in x. Let the inclination be theta. So sine theta is 1 by x. We can draw the free body diagram with this mass m. Weight is acting vertically downwards, and this inclined plane is accelerating with an acceleration a. When it's accelerating with an acceleration a, there will be a pseudo force acting in this direction towards the right that will keep the block stationary. So the pseudo force is m into a, and the direction is opposite to that of acceleration a. The normal direction is perpendicular to the plane. The angle between the horizontal and the plane is theta. So the angle between the vertical and the normal to the plane will also be theta. So we can write the equations as n cos theta is mg and then n sin theta is ma. So if we divide these two, we get a as g tan theta, and tan theta is 1 divided by square root of x square minus 1. This side is x square minus 1, square root of x square minus 1. So from there, get the acceleration as g divided by square root of x square minus 1. So the correct option is option D. Two blocks A and B of mass m and 2m respectively are held at rest such that the spring is in natural length. What is the acceleration of both the blocks just after release? So the blocks A and B are held and then it's being released. When it is held, the tension will be 0, and after being released, since the spring is there, the spring will act as a cushion and the tension will not change drastically. So there will be a continuous increase in tension, but just after the blocks have been released, the tension will be same as the value which was there before just release. So the tension will still remain 0. When the tension is 0, it's as if these two blocks are falling freely under the influence of gravity. So both these m and 2m will move on with the acceleration a just after release. So the correct option is option A.